Where have you been, sister?
Killing pigs.
And you, sister?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap and just ate them in front of me. Then when I asked her for some, she said, "No, stupid witch, get your own." She kept sitting there throwing a pity party because she misses her husband who's at sea.
I'll give you some wind to sail there.
How nice of you.
And I'll give you some more.
I already have control over all the winds. I'll drain the life out of him and he'll never sleep. He'll live as a cursed man for 81 weeks. I can make it miserable for him.
A drum, Macbeth has come.
We weird sisters, hand in hand, swift travelers over the sea and land, dance around and around like so, 3 times to yours and 3 times to mine, and 3 times again to add up 9. Enough, the charm is ready.
Never seen a day so good and so bad at the same time.
How far is this supposed to be to Force? What are these creatures? They look like they are not supposed to be here. Do you speak English? Can you understand me? Are you women? Your beards make you look like men.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth, hail to you, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, the future king.
My dear Macbeth, why are you scared of the nice things they're saying? Tell me, are you real? You've greeted my noble friend and talk of a future so glorious that you made him speechless. But you don't say anything to me. If you can really see the future, then tell me how mine will turn out, for I am not afraid of the truth.
Hail.
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 You are lesser than Macbeth, but also greater.
You are not as happy as Macbeth, but happier.
Your descendants will be kings, even though you will not be one. All hail Macbeth and Banquo.
You only told me part of what I want to know. Stay and tell me more. I already know I am the Thane of Glamis because I inherited the position when my father died. But how can you call me the Thane of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor is still alive, and for me to be the king is completely impossible. Just as it's impossible for me to be the Thane of Cawdor. Tell me where you learned these things, and why you stop us here with this news.
Where did they go?
Into thin air, but I wish they'd stayed.
Were they really here, or are we on drugs?
Your children will be king.
And you will be king.
Thane of Cawdor, isn't that what they said?
That's exactly what they said. Who's this? Thank you.
The king was happy to hear of your success, Macbeth. Messenger after messenger delivered news of your bravery to the king.
The king sent us to give you his thanks and to bring you to him. Your actual reward won't come from us.
And just to preview, he told me to call you the Thane of Cawdor.
Can the devil tell the truth?
The Thane of Cawdor is still alive. Why are you putting his clothes on me?
The man who was the Thane of Cawdor is still alive, but he's being sentenced to death for treason. He confessed, which means he's finished.
It's like they said, now I'm the Thane of Glamis and the Thane of Cawdor. And the best part of what they predicted is still to come. Thank you for the news. Aren't you beginning to hope your children will be kings? The witches promise nothing less.
If you trust what they say, your prophecy should come true. But the whole situation is strange. The agents of evil often lead us to destruction. They tell us little truths to earn our trust and then betray us when it will damage us the most. Gentlemen, I'd like to have a word with you, please.
So far, the witches have told me 2 truths. It will result in me becoming king. Thank you, gentlemen. This temptation doesn't seem like it can be bad, but it can't be good either. If it's a bad thing, why was I promised a promotion that turned out to be true? If it's a good thing, why did I find myself thinking about killing Duncan? This is a horrifying thought. The dangers that actually threaten me are less horrible than the things I imagine. Even though it's just a fantasy, the thoughts of committing murder scares me. My thoughts stop my actions.
Look at Macbeth. He's in a daze.
If fate wants me to be king, perhaps fate will just make it happen and I won't have to do anything.
Macbeth is not used to his new titles. He has to break them in.
One way or another, what's going to happen is going to happen.
Macbeth, we're ready when you are.
Sorry, I was distracted, gentlemen. I will not forget the loyalty you have shown me. Let's go to the king. Think about what happened today, and when we have time, let's talk.
Absolutely.
Until then, you have said enough. Let's go.